In a world where we care too much about too many things, one book dares to teach us the art of not giving AF***CK. It's a world of endless demands, anxieties and distractions vying for our precious attention. We're told to chase everything, to please everyone, leaving us scattered, exhausted and unfulfilled. But there's a better way, a path to reclaim our focus, our energy, and our lives. Imagine, if you will, a man carrying a massive sack. This sack is filled with stones, each one representing a concern, a worry, or a responsibility that he has chosen to carry. The weight of these stones is immense, and with every step, he feels the burden growing heavier. He struggles to move forward, his back bent under the strain, his legs trembling with the effort. This is a man who has chosen to give a fuck about everything, no matter how trivial or insignificant. Each stone within represents a fuck he's chosen to give. Some stones are large, representing major life issues like career, family, and health. Others are small, representing minor annoyances like a rude comment from a stranger or a minor inconvenience at work. Yet he treats them all the same, giving each one his attention and energy. He examines each stone, trying to understand its significance. But in doing so, he loses sight of what truly matters. He strains under the weight, barely able to move. His progress is slow and every step feels like a monumental effort. The weight of the sack is crushing, and he feels overwhelmed by the sheer number of stones he has chosen to carry. He is exhausted, both physically and mentally, and he begins to wonder if he can continue on this path. This is the burden of caring about everything, the trivial, the meaningless, the negativity that drags us down. When we give a fuck about everything, we spread ourselves too thin, and we lose the ability to focus on what truly matters. We become overwhelmed by the sheer volume of concerns, and we find ourselves unable to move forward. The burden becomes too much to bear, and we are left feeling drained and defeated. But what if he could choose? What if he could set down that burden, stone by stone, and reclaim his strength? Imagine the relief he would feel as he sets down each stone, one by one, and feels the weight lifting from his shoulders. He begins to realize that not every stone is worth carrying, and that he has the power to choose which stones to keep and which to discard. With each stone he sets down, he feels a sense of liberation, a newfound freedom to focus on what truly matters. That's the power of not giving AF***CK wisely. It's about making conscious choices about where to invest our energy and attention. It's about recognizing that we have a limited capacity for caring, and that we must prioritize the things that truly matter to us. By setting down the stones that don't serve us, we free ourselves to focus on the ones that do. It's not about apathy, but about prioritizing. It's about understanding that we can't care about everything and that trying to do so only leads to burnout and frustration. Instead, we must make deliberate choices about where to direct our attention and energy. We must choose the path that aligns with our values and our goals, and let go of the rest. It's about reserving our energy for the things that truly matter. The things that resonate with our values, our passions, our purpose. When we focus on what truly matters, we find a sense of fulfillment and purpose. We become more effective, more resilient, and more content. So choose wisely, decide which stones are worth carrying, and set down the rest. In doing so, you'll find the strength to move forward with clarity and purpose. We often chase happiness as if it were a destination, a tropical island with no worries or responsibilities. We imagine a place where everything is perfect, where we can finally relax and enjoy life without any stress or challenges. But this idea of happiness is a mirage, an illusion that keeps us running in circles, always searching but never truly finding what we seek. But true happiness, my friends, isn't found in the absence of problems. It's not about having a life free of difficulties or obstacles. In fact, a life without problems would be incredibly dull and unfulfilling. Problems are what give life its texture and depth. They challenge us, push us to grow, and help us discover our true potential. But in the process of overcoming them, it's in the journey, the effort, and the perseverance that we find true satisfaction. When we face a challenge and work hard to overcome it, we experience a sense of accomplishment and pride that is deeply rewarding. This is where real happiness lies, in the struggle and the triumph. It's in the struggle, the grit, the determination to rise above challenges and create something meaningful. When we put our heart and soul into something, when we push ourselves to the limit and refuse to give up, we create a sense of purpose and fulfillment that is unmatched. This is the essence of true happiness, the joy of creating, building, and achieving. Think of the athlete pushing their physical limits. They train for hours, endure pain and fatigue, and push themselves to the brink of exhaustion. But when they cross the finish line, the sense of accomplishment and joy they feel is indescribable. It's not just about winning the race, but about the journey and the effort they put in to get there. The artist pouring their soul into their craft. They spend countless hours perfecting their skills, experimenting with new techniques, and expressing their innermost thoughts and emotions through their art. The process can be frustrating and challenging, but the satisfaction they feel when they create something beautiful and meaningful is worth all the effort. The entrepreneur building a business from the ground up. They face numerous challenges, from securing funding to managing a team, to navigating the ups and downs of the market. But the sense of pride and accomplishment they feel when they see their vision come to life is unparalleled. It's not just about the financial success, but about the journey and the impact they make. They find joy not in ease, but in pushing their boundaries, expanding their capabilities, and making a tangible impact on the world. It's about the growth, the learning, and the sense of purpose that comes from striving to be better and do better. This is where true happiness lies, in the journey, the effort, and the impact we make along the way. We're raised on a steady diet of, "You're special, you can be anything you want." While well-intentioned, this constant affirmation can lead to a sense of entitlement, a belief that we're owed something without putting in the work. But here's the liberating truth. You're not special, and neither am I. And that's perfectly okay. Because in the grand tapestry of life, it's not about being extraordinary. It's about embracing the ordinary, the everyday struggles and triumphs that connect us all. Chapter 4. The importance of saying no. In a world of constant demands and distractions, saying yes can feel like the easiest path. We are bombarded with requests from all directions: work, family, friends, and even strangers. The pressure to conform and accommodate can be overwhelming. It's easy to fall into the habit of agreeing to everything just to keep the peace and avoid confrontation. But this seemingly simple choice can have profound consequences on our well-being and productivity. We say yes to please others, to avoid conflict, to feel needed. The desire to be liked and accepted often drives us to take on more than we can handle. We fear that saying no might disappoint someone or make us appear uncooperative. This fear of rejection and the need for approval can lead us to prioritize others' needs over our own. Over time, this can erode our sense of self and leave us feeling drained and unfulfilled. But each unquestioned yes chips away at our time, our energy, our ability to pursue what truly matters. Every commitment we make takes up a portion of our limited resources. When we spread ourselves too thin, we lose the ability to focus on our own goals and passions. Our days become a blur of obligations, leaving little room for rest, creativity, or personal growth. The constant state of busyness can lead to burnout and a sense of dissatisfaction with life. Saying no to the unimportant, the uninspiring, the energy-draining is an act of self-preservation. It allows us to set boundaries and protect our mental and emotional health. By being selective about where we invest our time and energy, we can ensure that we are dedicating ourselves to activities and relationships that truly enrich our lives. Learning to say no is not about being selfish. It's about recognizing our own worth and prioritizing our well-being. It's about reclaiming our focus, our time, and our lives, so we can say a resounding yes to the things that truly matter. When we free ourselves from unnecessary commitments, we create space for what brings us joy and fulfillment. We can pursue our passions, nurture meaningful relationships, and achieve a sense of balance and harmony. Saying no empowers us to live authentically and intentionally, making choices that align with our values and aspirations. In the end, it's not about how much we do, but about doing what truly matters. Chapter 5. Failure is the way forward. We're conditioned to fear failure, to see it as a reflection of our worth. But failure, my friends, is not the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone on the path towards it. Think of the child learning to walk, falling countless times before finally taking those first unsteady steps. Each stumble, each setback, is an opportunity to learn, to adapt, to grow stronger and more resilient. Embrace failure, not as an end, but as a necessary part of the journey. Chapter 6. The value of suffering. We live in a culture obsessed with comfort, with avoiding pain and discomfort at all costs. But the truth is, suffering is an inevitable part of life. It's in the challenges we face, the heartbreaks we endure, the losses we grieve that we discover our resilience, our capacity for love, our true strength. It's in the struggle that we forge our character, develop empathy, and find meaning in our experiences. Embrace the difficult moments, for they hold the potential for profound growth and transformation. Chapter 7. You're going to die, so live fully. It's a sobering thought, isn't it? That our time on this earth is finite. But instead of fearing death, let it be a reminder to truly live, to embrace each day with a sense of urgency, to pursue our passions, to connect with loved ones, to make a difference in the world. Don't waste your precious time on things that don't matter, on negativity, on regrets. Live fully, love deeply, and leave a legacy that matters. Outro: choose your F***, seek X wisely. Our weary traveler, finally free from his burden, now walks with purpose, his steps lighter, his gaze clear. He understands that not giving AF*C take isn't about apathy, but about choosing his battles, investing his energy in the things that truly matter. Not giving AF*CK isn't about caring less, it's about caring about the right things. What are you giving AF*CCA about? Choose wisely. Drop the rest. Start today.